Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game of the Max and part 5 of our Hearts of Iron for Kaiserreich, the nationalist military government of China, or the NRA China, the National Republic of Army of China, under Ziyupid. So, in the last episode, we managed to defeat Tibet and Bhutan. We made Bhutan a little puppet. We made the natural borders of Tibet our puppet, and then we took the few territories they took from the Ma clique earlier on in the series. Other than that, that was a lot of what we've done. We've been rebuilding our industry, rebuilding our military, preparing for the reunification wars that are coming here soon. We've seen the Fang Tang government be pushed back quite a bit up here in the north. The Japanese have made quite a bit of advances through the League of the Southeast Provinces right here. They're pushing all the way. They've taken Nanjing, and I don't know where their capital at, Jinan up here. So if we see the collapse of the League, I think that'll be a good indication for us to attack Shaanxi, Hunan, and the Qing government to try and get as much land as we can from this war and then fight the Empire of Japan. But we'll think of that here in a little bit. We're increasing our integration of Guangxi right now, and I'm also going to start building some more units, some of our more expensive units, which look like this. They're not great, but they're better than anything that we've had. So 2 additional 5 of those. Because I think we're probably running low on artillery. Yeah. All right, we're going to start on up. We're also preparing to build an air force. Nope. Let's see, production-wise, we're building some close air support. The basic, they're not great, but once we get a small air fleet of them, we'll be in a much better shape because we'll be pretty much one of the only military forces in China with an air force. So, advanced equipment conversions, fuel storage for when we get the improved airframes. Our efforts to integrate Guangxi. In the recent weeks, we have taken steps to further integrate the Guangxi administration with our own, making slow but steady progress in this regard. This has, of course, not gone unnoticed by Li Zongren and the new Guangxi clique, but it appears to have generally acquiesced to our demands, whether out of genuine ideological loyalty or because they see unification as fait accompli. The future of China belongs to the new youth, and the youth must learn our ways and understand our authority if our hold on China is to carry on for generations. Increase collaborations in Guangxi by 5%, and then become an integrated government of our government. And I think we've got like 1 or 2 more that we have to do. Let's see. We're taking a lot of our old equipment that we bought, all that basic equipment, and we're just converting it into our infantry equipment 1 to then be moved up to be converted at some point to our Tsingtao MP18s. We need additional artillery, and we'll look at getting additional vehicles and towed anti-tank and air. Perfect. Not really worried about the tanks. Japan does have tanks, but they don't have a very large amount of tanks. They have a huge fleet. Nothing we can do about that. They have a big military. Losing a lot of manpower, though. But yeah, they've got 1 factory on tanks, and their tanks are usually pretty horrible. So, and you all are there. We're pursuing Arataki. And then hopefully they will do this one. Army experience. Do elite officer corps, modernizing. aviation. So we have to unify China before we can completely annex Guangxi. Trade. Doing okay. Mongolia was annexed. Building some more infrastructures throughout this area where we've got resources. Romania was annexed by the Danubian Federation. Now there's a puppet of Romania under Mihail I. Russia's getting slowly pushed back, and the French are also getting pushed back. Start researching some medium tanks. Get these special projects done. Get some more fuel. Only get 2 oil right now as it is. Now we get 27. 16 to export. So we should be getting pretty good looking fuel rates there, especially when we start upgrading that. And then construction wise, one of these here. Yeah, one of those there. Costa Rica capitulated. Yeah, that looks good. Once we get that infrastructure done. Central American Republic and the German Empire sign a white peace. Building that artillery, no aviation, air exercises. Let's see, international market. I can use, what, 2 factories right now? What do we got for sale? Some Gewehrs. Oh, this is what I want. Some artillery. Some artillery. Yeah, that's good. Expensive. Probably go down to 5. Get 652. Belarus has capitulated. Oh yeah. The Germans aren't doing nearly as good as I thought they were. Siam changes their non-aggression pact with us. I'd go to war with them, but there would be no real reason to. Saving up for somebody. I think you. I'm not too worried about the industrial concerns right now. We could go up to. We went to war with Panama. We could go up to extensive conscription. dive bombing. Ground support plus 20% is very nice. Better defense for our rifles. Solidify control. Get more paternal autocracy. Which is not really a reason to, because we've got all of the different political groups with us. So, I mean, I guess there is a reason, but... Venezuela's capitulated. We'll open up air repair facilities. Fall of Shenyang. Where's that at? Over here? Oh no, up here. Oh yeah, the capital of the Fangtang government. Well, it doesn't much matter because your entire flank has collapsed. So we've got a lot of infantry equipment. And then once this is done converting, we'll get rid of that and put it onto something else. There's the 200. Get you tactical bombing genius. Better radars. Probably should jump up to extensive conscription. You're my mountaineers. You all need to be switched out. You all are good. So you're the old template, right? Yeah. Right. All of your troops. I need 720 more artillery. Yeah, artillery is going to be our hamstring right now. I might just go on here and look for some more artillery. The US has a bunch of it for sale. Some old Rock Island originals. Nothing crazy good. Put 2 there. And I know Russia's probably selling some good artillery pieces. Let's see. Nope. Back with the Swedish selling it. Another 5. Perfect. $12 to the market, which is fine. We really do need as much artillery as we can get. I completely forgot about that idea. Talked about turning around and fighting the Bharatiya Commune for a little bit. Taking Nepal as a puppet. And then gaining a lot of war support. Or not war support, but a lot of our army experience that we need. The only bad thing about that idea that I've kind of stopped to think about is we will be incredibly we will go into a deficit on a lot of our equipment for the actual big war But what are you all sitting at? 6.8. Yeah. 25. I won't be taking any Indian land. We could get somewhat of a navy. Well, we can't take navies anyway. They have no tanks or planes, is that what they said? They have some. I have made up my mind to do this. It could be a horrible idea. Like, I'm not gonna lie. This could be probably the worst idea I've had in a while. But it also could be somewhat ingenious. We also can assist the Princely Federation in taking over because they're much more likely to be nice to us. Well, even if the Dominion of India takes over, I wouldn't too much care for that, but these guys would maybe give me some equipment or something when the war is over. Move my armies over there. Let these units get retrained, refitted. This also allows Tibet's army to get a little bit of a bite. We will do implementing the 3 principles. We just finished our Air Force tree. Then we need to do this. Do these ones, get that one, and should be done there. The League wants a peace, no. Put you 2 with him. Put you 3 with Kim Hong Il. Small improved airframe. To the 1936. Light tanks. It'll probably take a while for us to get any of that equipment in. I want that one to be improved, improved. Take a while till we get these contracts done. Kaiser Wilhelm II has died. Very sad for him. So now the Kaiserreich is under the leadership of Wilhelm III, and Reichschancellor, the Red General, can't think of his name, Schleichler. Their tree is all over the place. Hold out, Russia. You got this. But we'll sit here and allow these units to grind against us and hopefully gain a lot of war or army experience. War support. Army experience. Where's the closest airfield? I don't think my planes can reach that far. They cannot. Well, my planes will be effectively useless until we take some airfield somewhere. We'll expand this steel. Let's see. Always expanding the steel. Alright. Justified war goal against Nepal. We'll call Tibet and we'll call Bhutan. I didn't want Tibet to attack, but I did want them to attack. Yes. I wonder if they really thought they were going to win it. These are all, I think these are all mountain tiles, except for right there. And these are, this is a plain tile. Cranking up this army experience. Implementing the 3 principles. We can either do the New Life Movement or Expanded Party Congress. There's our political power gain. Compliance gain, resistance. That gets rid of it, gives us war penalty, research speed. The centralized one gives us a little bit better bonuses, but we need to finish up this. Modernizing our rifles. You guys are attacking across the river right now. But you might not be able to break it. Hoping we see a push from anybody. Mahu War. Implementing the Kuomintang ideals to Yunnan. With Yunnan's economy laying in ruins and many scared and disheartened about the future of Yunnan and the future of China, it's no wonder that brother turned against brother in the recent uprising. Thankfully, the Kuomintang has come out on top of such struggle, and it is our duty to stand above these petty squabbles and to bring China to a brighter tomorrow. With such a thing in mind, our leader Zhu Pede has authorized our government to pass a series of sweeping reforms to our province of the kind that the frontier has never seen in a long time. While the reform program is extensive, Zhu Pede has chosen to split it into 3 sections, same as the 3 main tenets of the Kuomintang: Minzu, Mingquang, and Mingshang. Glory to the Kuomintang, gain 5% stability. Nope. And sure, I'll take some convoys from you. Let's begin the offensive. Don't think they were ready for a attack from the north. I really just want Nepal as a puppet. So yeah, send some convoys too. Which I really don't need convoys, but I appreciate them nonetheless. Oh, got that pocket that I wanted. Really, this mostly was for the war experience. Wow, the Princely Federation's lost 1.1 million manpower. Well, so is the Baradia Commune, but so the Baradia Commune's bloodied the nose of these guys pretty bad. The fall of Mexico City. We'll get a nice pocket destruction there. Fall of Vilnius in Lithuania. It's another Baradia Commune. Now's when we start losing some equipment. The mock click is now all cored. Yeah. In combat by attrition. Recovered some. And we're really not losing that much. We'll hopefully be done here soon. Buying all this product here from the United States is about done. And Sweden will hopefully be done soon as well. Modernizing rifles. Reverse engineer German artillery pieces. That gave us what? 189,000 and 1.12 million. So our manpower should go up, and then our recruitable population factor should also have went up. Oh, you hate us. There's military access. The first principle, Minzu. The first principle of the Kuomintang is prioritized in Yunnan is that of Minzu, or nationalism. With a dozen of ethnic groups in Yunnan, some of which have actively clashed in the past, it should be no surprise that Zhu Peid's first move is to try and unite these under a single banner. Zhu Peid himself and many other government officials have begun touring the frontier, visiting distant ethnic groups, spreading pamphlets, and giving speeches about the new way of China. One where all of them will be representative, one of which all of them are Chinese as the people in Beijing. While many remain apathetic to Zhu Peid's message, there is no denying that the Kuomintang's affiliation has risen among minorities, gained 5% stability, 10% war support, change of popularity of paternal autocracy by 5%, and political power plus 25. Awesome. Jump over to a war economy. That'd be nice. Get a little bit of a better bonus. But hopefully start to really drive these guys back. I don't want to lose too much manpower in this war, because this war doesn't mean a whole lot to me except for army experience and training of my troops. Oh, there's a naval invasion by the Dominion of India. Africa knocked out them. Yeah, now we're starting to drive back the Baradia Commune. The second principle, Ming Huang. The second principle Zhu Peid has introduced to Yunnan is one that existed before us before we took over. Luckily, usually translated as democracy or government by the people in the stage of reforms, the Kuomintang has introduced their binary set of powers to Yunnan, the Zhenquang, power of politics, and the Zhenquang and Jingquan, power of governance. On one hand, Zhenquang, commonly understood as the power of the people to express their political wishes, and now represented by the new National Assembly formed in Kunming, with the power to call for local and provisional elections, to take initiative in local projects, and to allow the people to voice their wishes via referendum. Well, these would mean the people could normally vote out Zupid from power. Our leader has invoked the concept of political tutelage, in which he'll remain as leader of the Kuomintang in Yunnan until China is finally united. On the other hand, Jingquang represents the republican balance of powers between many European and American nations uphold. However, unlike most nations, which has a Congress, an executive branch, a Senate, the legislative branch, and a Supreme Court, the judicial branch, the Kuomintang has now implemented the 5 branches for the province: the legislative yuan, the executive yuan, the judicial yuan, the control yuan, and the examination yuan. The first 3 from European inspiration and the final 2 from the Chinese tradition. With this sweeping change in structure, the old system Tang had created for the province is now fully gone. Gain an initial 5% stability, 10% war support, 5% change in popularity for fraternal autocracy, and another 25 political power. So all around, pretty great reforms coming from their offices. Artillery. Get that basic chassis done. We're going to need a lot of anti-air when we fight the Japanese. Well, their naval invasion failed. We lost 50,000. Tibet's lost 1,000. The third principle of Mingsheng, the third and final section of the reforms in the principle of Mingsheng, commonly translated as the people's welfare. In Yunnan, it means that the government has introduced a land value tax, and with the proceeds that come from it, as social programs are already being drawn and passed in order to help peasants and the workers improve their quality of life by subsidizing food, consumption, clothing, and housing costs. While many major landlords have protested in front of the Kunming Assembly, the reality is that this move has made Zupid immensely popular among the peasantry. Gain additional 5% stability, plus 10% war support, change popularity of paternal autocracy by 5%, and political power negative 10 for a fairer China. We need more steel. Probably because, yeah, we finished converting all those weapons. We'll just leave 1 there, producing 10 a day, because I'm pretty sure when we take over the commune here, we'll get a bunch of their old crappy weapons. Flanders Wallonia has capitulated. Trying to relieve the beleaguered defenders up here at Dhaka. Columbia capitulated. Kathmandu's trying to hold out. Oh, they've broken at Dhaka. Honoring the Kuomintang's past. With the reforms passed, the Kuomintang comfortably stands strong in Yunnan's government. However, the troubled history of the party still haunts it. With many old soldiers from the time of the Northern Expedition retiring, the memory of the heroes of the past seem to be fading as Zupid becomes the new generalissimo of the party. Such a thing is unacceptable, and the plans for monuments for both Chigang Shek and Sun Yat-sen have been drawn. However, everyone agrees Dr. Sun deserves his monument in the province. Many within the party have mixed feelings about giving one to Shang. While he's arguably built the National Revolutionary Army and led our forces in the Northern Expedition, it was his decisions that eventually led to its failure and the near annihilation of the party and of republicanism in China. As the debacle escalates, Zupid has been forced to step in and enforce his decision. Build a monument just to him or to both. to both. We both get change in base stability. The only difference is you get a change in popularity to social liberalism and paternal autocracy by 5%, or social conservatism and paternal autocracy by 5%. So we'll build a monument to both. In my opinion, yes, in this timeline, Kaijan Shek's policies and his way he fought his war ended up in failure, but he was also against a superior military. So, I mean, I'm not necessarily going to blame him for kind of getting blindsided and beat by the Germans. Alright, now we've hit, I don't want to say we've hit a stalemate, because we really haven't. We're still pushing in areas, but we hit enough of a bubble, I don't really want to keep pushing. Hold off for right now. Well, never mind. Keep pushing, because if we can take Dhaka right here, we've got, well, somewhat encircled. Move into Dhaka. Want you all to fight down. Yeah, the Baratia Commune was not prepared for the Chinese to involve themselves in this war. Which the Chinese weren't really prepared to join this war either, but we were like, eh. I smelled somewhat type of blood in the water, and I was like, yeah, we could do this. Now their line's starting to crack. Yes, all this sweet army experience. I know I could have sent a attaché to somebody like the Germans or the Russians, which I'll probably send one to the Russians anyway. And that will gain me, actually I might do that right now, because that'll give me a bunch of army experience. Send an attaché. I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier. Fall of Amsterdam. Not looking great for the Germans right now. Lithuania capitulates. We're steadily cracking down towards Kolkata. We lost 110,000 so far. Fall of Rio de Janeiro. Brazil against Chilean forces. Engineer Corps, the Officer Corps. Fall of Warsaw. Wow, so the Russians are really driving them back, which is crazy because they have the Danubian Federation also fighting them. Yeah, it looks like Germany's crumbling. Alright. We've done much more than what was asked of us down here. To begin to consolidate. didn't think to drive him out of that tile, please. Build this up. Oh man. Oh, you guys hold. You all retreat. Out of that city. Might have bit off more than we could chew down here. Come on, retreat out of Patana. Oh, they got him out. So now there should be at least some. What do you mean no supply route from the capital? Oh, because we're technically within the Princely Federation's territories. But they're about to capitulate, so. Tank division. Officers Corps. Prioritizing our equipment. We can get some more units out. Do an additional 10. We should be fine on artillery. Yeah, still 1,000. Back. Now we'll let them just just grind army experience. Kind of what I was hoping for earlier. Improved light tank chassis. Support equipment. Maintenance companies for that easy maintenance. Let's see, we need 200. We're so close. Then we can actually get, I think it's like 35% recruitable population factor. Yeah. Daily command power gain multiplier higher. Yeah, now we've stabilized. And they can just throw all their troops on us. Actually, can I ask them? Let's see. I was like, can I ask for control of a state? But they're not gonna let me. Galatia Lodomeria has capitulated. I hope they know when this war is over. I am taking Nepal. So close. Oh well, the Fang Tang government's big pocket here in the League has been pushed back. The fall of Hong Kong. By the Japanese, yeah. I think I'm going to leave it there on purpose. Let us supply hubs for 120 days. Start doing that because building this one here. Can build one there. We're going to need supply hubs everywhere. We'll let those start to be built. Help our war support. Calcutta's under threat. Yeah, now the Princely Federation is on their way. And then they'll just start throwing bodies up against us. We've killed 273,000. They've killed 153,000, so I'm just sitting here holding on. I can probably take Decca now. And then finalize our reforms. And there's the 200 that we need for Lessons of War. It's a 200-day decision, which is fine. Yeah, I've decided to split your country in half, thank you. The Emirate of Cyrenaica has capitulated. That's in North Africa. Poland capitulated. Feeling that was gonna happen. Should click is your forces. Do this push after they've pushed again. That's why you leave some on the defensive and some on the offensive. We'll break through right here at Dakar. Split their country in half, take my right-wing army, force them down, and then either encircle all these units or they'll try to ferry them out. But I doubt that they'll ferry them out. The Nepalese troops are the better ones at this rate. Research. Anti-tank. The fall of Cairo. Calcutta is under siege. Do you get a war null on Nepal? If India decides to fight us, I'll beat them too. Actually, stop here. We're just wasting manpower at this point. The war's over. Oh. Well, this is a pocket now. Let's end this war. Our reforms. There's a part of my focus tree I have not done yet. This is up here. We do syndication policies restart and then restore political stability, which gives us monthly population plus 20%, negative 5% stability, or monthly population negative 10%, negative 20%, recruitable population 1%, stability 10%. Trying to think, because he does talk about minorities mostly. I like the monthly population factor. We already did 2C friendly policies. One of these gives us monthly population factors, do they not? Yeah, so we wouldn't actually be losing any monthly population. Alright, we'll do Society of the Bamboo King for the recruitable population. Not really worried. It's neither one of them. I think this is the better one just for the recruitable population factor. Now, I do like the construction speed and the monthly population more, but it'll be okay. There's probably around 250,000 manpower over here. by the we didn't get much, but we got Nepal. And that's all I cared about. Now, Princely Federation. Much more do I have? Can I fight for more for you? Nope. Alright. I guess that's it. Confirm and exit. Alright. Thank you, gentlemen. I think that was a good training. Got our troops better off. Got to demobilize our economy. Go over to partial mob. Alright. Morocco left the Reichspakt. We should see. We have quite a bit of artillery sitting in stock. Let's get the new model of the Kuomintang rifle. Production wise. I think there's a bunch of infantry equipment one, so we'll actually just delete this. Better towed artillery. And I would like to actually see, yeah, improved fighter. Let's do cannons. Cannons and heavy machine guns. Don't think I have, nope. Right. Fighter 2s. And then small airframe, CAS, bomb locks, and some anti-tank weaponry, electronics. Maybe some night penalty reduction. A little expensiver. Don't know if that's a good cast or not. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Variant. Defensive turrets. There we go. And I need steel. Trade for some more steel. You all don't want a non-aggression pact now, which doesn't matter to me. We can jump over to extensive conscription. I still refuse to join your group. If Jinan falls, pretty sure that's the fall of the League, which I think they have one of the larger militaries, don't they? No. Fang Tang is crippled. Let's see who falls first. Fall of Alexandria. Ottomans beat out Egypt. I think that's the first time I've ever seen the Ottomans win this. Oh, under the warrior Sultan. Well, now we'll see if they join the Reichspakt in assistance. Probably not. Ah, Bhutan just got a unit. Those are horrible. Those are pretty rough. Oh, the fate of Nepal. Release the Nepalese puppet state. Nepal is back under the defiant hostage. You're just doing construction repair. But you do get, yep, the Gurkha regiments. 6 and 6. Not a whole lot of anything there, but that's good with me. It's got 133 more days on that Lessons of War. We're gaining some manpower back. Princely Federation went to war versus the Dominion of India. So we'll see here now who will win this. Me not assisting on either side. Construction wise. Oh, we finished those two. Okay. Perfect. Do a couple more military factories. All of these territories to start really building up their infrastructure. Better for me. Now Guangxi, how are you doing? Pretty good. You still got your systematic military shortcomings, which is pretty atrocious. Million manpower. Done with your focus tree. Are you even building planes? No. No, because you have 3 military factories. Which I think I got most of their military factories, so. 3 from my curation. Oh, I got 11 from trade. I wonder who I'm trading with. Ethiopia, Nepal, Ethiopia, and Tibet. Oh yeah, Tibet's taking most of my steel. Guangxi, Nepal, Tibet, and Russia are taking aluminum. Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy with that. Maintenance companies. Small equipment. And let's get easy maintenance for our tanks once we start building them. Production efficiency gain. Morocco joins the Entente. Bunch of traders. We'll see the inevitable fall of the Reichspact. Tibet has an actual pretty strong military right now. They have 14 divisions. Yeah. And let's see. With my artillery at a surplus of 2,000. I want yearly copy. You're good. I want you all to be moved to the copy. The Mountaineers, which I think I was... Nope, those are the templates I wanted. And then you guys, if I wanted to switch you all over, I have just enough. Well, I don't. Because I know I don't have that much artillery. Okay. Endorsing the Society of the Bamboo King. While not a popular move with the Han population, our government has deemed necessary to seek a new approach to our ethnic policy. With the endorsement of the Society of the Bamboo King, we have elevated the society to a state organization which shall create an united ethnic council which will coordinate the different ethnic minorities to oppose the Han slight majority and supervise the creation and enforcement of ethnic equality laws, which shall hopefully bring the ethnic MLM, that is Yunnan, closer together. Lose 50 political power, gain 10% stability. Yes, let us hope this was the right choice. The Dian identity. So your 10 new units shall go under Kim. Nope, you'll go under him. Everybody training. Alright, well this will be the end of episode 5. I hope you guys have enjoyed. the episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.